Good morning, students. Today we will be studying Chapter 2 of Business Studies, Class 12, that is Principles of Management. In previous chapter, we have studied that management is an art of getting work done through others. Management is a group activity. To do management effectively and efficiently, we have to follow certain principles. So, we will study certain principles of management propounded by Henry Fayol and F.W. Taylor in this chapter. First of all, let's see what is principle and principles of management. So, a principle refers to a statement which reflects the fundamental truth about some phenomenon based on cause and effect relationship. And management principles are broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior of managers. Management principles are the statement of fundamental truth based on logic which provide guidelines for managerial decision making and action. Generally, principle is a law and rule that controls and explains how something happens. In such manner, management principles are those guidelines which are developed through over the year of experience and experiment by some scholars. In this chapter, we will study these principles. These principles guide how to do certain actions in various situations in the business, how to react to a particular situation. These principles also states that how to deal with the employees. Management principles versus pure science principles. Dear students, management principles are not exact scientific principles. Management principles are flexible, whereas science principles are rigid in nature. Every time they give same results and they are applied in given situation. Management principles applied with creativity. That means application is depend on the manager's capacity, qualifications and experience. Whereas science principle applied in absolute manner. Management principles change with environment situations. Pure science principles cannot change in any time in any situation. They will give same outcomes as before. Now see nature of principles of management. On the basis of above explanation, see the nature of management principles. Number 1. Universal applicability. The principles of management are universal in nature. They can be applied to every situation and in all organizations such as social, political, cultural or even religious, irrespective of their size and nature. However, the extent of application varies depending on the nature and size. For example, the principle of centralization and decentralization is applicable to all types of organizations, but how much authority should be given to the subordinates depends upon the size and nature of business activity of that organization. Next principle is general guidelines. Management principles are guidelines to action but do not provide ready-made solution to all managerial problems. This is so because real business situations are very complex and dynamic. The manager must apply these principles according to the size and nature of the organization, keeping in mind the requirements of the organizations. The same principle may differ in strength in different organizations. For example, principle of division of work may not be applicable in small organizations to the same extent as in large organizations. Say you have seen some organizations where only 12 or 13 employees are working. So their division of work principle is definitely applied, but to some extent. Third one is formed by practice and experimentation. Management principles have been developed through experience, experimentation, and observation of various management thinkers. These are not developed overnight but are the result of deep experiences of scholars of management. In this, we will study two type of scholars principles that are propounded by Henry Fayol and F.W. Taylor. Therefore, they are evolutionary in nature. For example, principle of order is not developed overnight but was developed when it was observed that orderliness in the organization result in increase in productivity, and then this was tried and tested in different organization, and when majority of organization got the result of increased productivity, then this principle was formulated. Next one is flexible. The principles of management are flexible in nature. These are not rigid as in case of pure science principles. Some changes can be made in application of principles according to the requirements of the company. Thus, they must be adopted as flexibility and dynamic guidelines and not as rigid or static rules. Improvement and modification of management principles is a continuous process, so the principles are always flexible. For example, the principle of centralization insists on concentration of power and authority at top level, but the extent and degree of centralization may vary according to the competency and efficiency of the employees. Next one is mainly behavioral. These influence human behavior because these are directly connected with the human behavior. These principles seek to provide an understanding to the relationship between human and material resources in accomplishing organizational goals. Management principles thus aim at influencing human behavior and unifying their efforts to maximize profit with optimum utilization of available resources. For example, principle of esprit de corps mold the behavior of the employees towards the team spirit, and principle of discipline improves commitment of employees towards the organization. Next one is cause and effect relationship. The principle of management also form a relationship between cause and effect. The effect of certain decisions based on such principles can be predicted on the basis of actions. They specify what the ultimate outcome will be in a particular situation. Work is done in a particular manner. For example, as per the principle of division of work, the total work is divided among the employees according to their capabilities, which leads to specialization. So here, division of work is cause and specialization is effect. Next one is contingent. The principle of management are not fixed or permanent. The application of principle of management depends upon the prevailing situation at a particular point of time. G.S. Terry said, management principles are capsules of selected management wisdom to be used carefully and discreetly. For example, the principle of fair remuneration insists on fair and just wages of workers, but what amount of wages is fair and just is dependent upon various factors such as nature of job, paying capacity of the employers, responsibilities attached with that job, etc. So management principles cannot be applied blindly in all the situations, in all the organizations equally. Come up to the next topic, that is significance of management. So proper understanding of management principles are very essential for the managers because these principles provide guidelines in every managerial activities. So it also helps to deal with the people and to avoid various mistakes. Now let's see the certain points. It provides useful insight to managers by enhancing their knowledge, ability and understanding under various managerial situations, which lead to take right decision at the right time. Managers have to take number of decisions every day, so it enables the managers to adopt various scientific approach to take scientific and appropriate decision. These principles emphasized on planned activities and systematic organization of man, material and machines and other resources, which lead to get maximum benefits from the resources. As you have read previously, that management has to deal in business environment which is dynamic in nature. So management principles helps manager to adopt these changes in framing management policies in at the right direction, at the right level in the organization. As business operates its activity in the society, business cannot be isolated with the society and uses societal resources. So there are certain responsibilities must be served by the business in order to serve the society. These principles guide the managers to accomplish various social objectives of the business. Nowadays, every business requires research and innovative ideas. So management principles provide scientific judgment and logical thinking, which help in doing research and development activities in this competitive world to meet the challenges of the market. All right, now see the case study. So read the case study. In this case study, Devinder is the 12th class commerce student and his brother Satinder is doing masterate in hospital administration from Delhi and doing BSc. When Satinder came in at Devinder's place, Devinder told him about the project he made on principle of management. Then Satinder told him that same principles are also the part of his curriculum. In this, but he finds that these principles are different of Satinder's principle. As Satinder is doing BSc, that means Satinder is studying science and Devinder is a commerce student. That means same principles are found in commerce and science stream, but these are different somehow. So now read the question. So what we have to do? We have to outline the concept of principles of management. So which concept is being highlighted in this case? That management principles are different of pure science principle. Okay. Number 2, why these principles are different from pure science? So we have studied several differences in early lecture, that scientific principles are rigid in nature, whereas management principles are flexible in nature. Scientific principles are absolute in nature, whereas management principles are based on creativity. So we can write certain differences here. Now next one is, we have to write importance of principles of management. So you can write that significance which we have studied just. Okay, like management helps to take scientific decisions or helps in optimum utilization of resources.